Welcome to Wednesday night vegetable soup for women. I'm Beata, your host. I am really excited to have this discussion tonight because I've been thinking about this a lot. And number one, vegetable soup for women, the book didn't come out at a better time. So we're going to talk about that and Candace Owens, of course, because everybody else is talking about her. Why not me? Come on in, come on in. It is a beautiful night in Orlando, Florida. That's where I'm residing. And tonight is December 3rd. So we're looking at the number five. Where's Eddie Harris, our number guy? Because number five is what's circulating all around us tonight. Whatever that number means, our brother Eddie Harris might just bring it out for us. But this show tonight, Wednesday, is all about vegetable soup for women. I was privileged, I was honored, I was surprised to join 8 other authors to create this book, Vegetable Soup for Women. It's in a PDF or ebook form. And 9 people came together amazingly from very different backgrounds to write stories to help nourish your body, mind, and your finances. And I think we did a pretty good job. If you were here last Tuesday, actually, we had Dr. D tell us how she really enjoyed the book and how it helped her in her new purchase for land. Help her find someone. In the book was talking about the Mennonite community. In another area of the book, she found some suggestions for her. So I really do believe Vegetable Soup for Women can help each one of you find the solution to whatever problem you're challenged with. Because as I read through the book, I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I love that. I love that. And I just got so much inspiration from reading the other stories. And I believe I have 2 stories in there about overcoming trauma. Because one of the motivations that led me to write or a story in this book was watching Tyler Perry's movie called Straw, which was so depressing, so negative about one single woman who went through hell for the whole movie. So I said, oh my goodness, we got to have a solution, solution, solution. So talking with some of my friends and my friend LA, who I make videos with here on Beata's Tiny House Village, we decided let's do something to put it in a book. So here it is, Vegetable Soup for Women. You can purchase it at vegetablesoupvillage.com, or you can just send me a Cash App and I will forward the PDF to you. And I'm offering here on every Wednesday, I'm offering it for $3.99 because it's Black Friday just passed. People are shopping, and we know you got other things to buy, but this book could really change your life. So let's see, I'm with you. Okay, good. We got Mama AZ joining us. So please reach out to me with a Cash App and we'll send you the PDF for only $3.99. And send me your email so I can send it to you. And we'll get it in your hands. And I'm sure it's going to change your life because it was just put together so miraculously. I don't know how it happened, but divine order is everywhere. So let's get into our topic. This might be a quick show tonight. If you don't have any comments, I'll just end the show. But everywhere, I'm a YouTuber, of course, and I spend my evenings either on YouTube or Netflix. When YouTube gets boring, I go to Netflix and find a good documentary that I can learn something because I don't want to get Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's comes when you don't learn anything new. That's what I've discovered. So I go to YouTube all night long sometimes because, as you know, you could be watching something in the main screen, and then over to your right, look at all these topics over here. look at all the topics you could explore and learn something new from, right? So for a while there, everybody was talking about Candace Owens. I mean, other YouTubers, all they could talk about was Candace Owens. So guess what happened as a result of that? She has become the #1 podcaster. Now, someone just texted me and said she couldn't possibly be the #1 podcaster. Well, let me just show you a few headlines. If you do a search for one, let me bring this up. Bring up a search. Okay, let me take down. Oh, wait, got to take remove vegetable soup for women. And I'm going to put in this. If you do a Google search for Candace Owens, and for those of you who don't know, I'm going to show her one of her videos so you'll see. I know some of you probably don't even watch YouTube, so I understand. It's just me at my age. This is what I do at night since I'm a YouTuber. And I'm always wanting to see, I want to see what's going on. So this, if you do a Google search, it reads right here. Let me see if I can blow this up for you. Okay, it says Candace Owens has stated that her independent podcast, Candace, reached the #1 rank in the world for downloads and views per episode, according to analytics firm Podscribe in November 2025. Performance. The show averaged 3.6 million downloads and views per episode, reportedly outplacing many major cable news shows and established podcasts. Over here, for those of you who doubt, it says Candace Owens podcast ranked top amid Charlie Kirk's death. November 6th, the website which ranks podcasts regularly across several categories. So that's just one. You can go to Google search for that one. Now, another one here, let me just show you the headlines for this one because we're going to talk about this. But the headlines, another headlines is pretty bold. Let's see, where did it go? This headline here, right away, you'll see what they're saying. Black Westchester. Now that's just one source, but you'll see what they're saying. Okay, I don't know about my phone. Okay. 3.6 million daily downloads. Candace Owens, #1 podcast in the world. Who would have figured? Media gatekeepers are blah, 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 blah. So for those of you who doubt that she's #1, it's all over the internet. It's been all over the internet. So, so we're going to just explore why. I love to explore things like this. Why is she #1? I'm going to give you at least 3 reasons why I believe she's #1 in the world. It says in the world, global now. Now, for those of you who don't know who she is, never heard of her, I fully understand. You've been doing other more important things, I'm sure. So let me just give you a little clip of one of her shows. And you can see the type of entertainment, basically, that she gives us, okay? Okay, this is one recent. This is actually one of her latest. And I'm just going to show maybe a minute of her performance in her podcast. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Guys, it's happening. It's happening. Everybody stay calm. After yesterday's episode where we went kind of for the jugular with Turning Point USA, because really, I think everybody in the entire world has had enough with the non-response, trying to move on, trying to gaslight us on answering basic details. So we just went for it. And guess what? Turning Point has moved to formally respond to all the things that we have said. And after a very long diatribe in which they wildly misrepresent the public and global investigation of Charlie Kirk's assassination, they at long last issued a public invitation or a challenge. I'm not sure what it is, but I accept. Okay. Quite literally, all we have ever asked for were sensible answers to our basic questions about what transpired on September 10th. And it looks like we're going to get those things. So major, major win. I am excited. Also, later on in the show, what I have for you is The Game, whose rapper is releasing a song that is entitled The Assassination of Candace Owens. And I have more questions. I've got questions. Am I allowed to have questions? Welcome back to Candace. What can I say other than we?
Okay, so there you have it. For those of you who were not familiar with Candace, that's just a minute or less of her clip on her YouTube channel. Now, this woman has gotten so much attention over the years, and I don't remember exactly when I started watching her. And let me just say this: I don't watch her every day, every night. But when I watch Candace Owens, number one reason I think she's number one, she's very entertaining. If nothing else, the woman is articulate. Very few, I get real irritated. I can't watch anybody speaking, Michelle Obama, who has 1,000 knows in their speech. So I have to watch it myself, after every sentence, So for me, this is a female view. Let me put up my banner here. So you're reminded that it's a female view. Let's see. Okay, female view. Why is Candace Owens the number one global podcaster? And as I said, I watch hundreds of YouTube videos at night usually. Sometimes, if it's really interesting, I'm up till midnight or later. Joe Rogan, if you've ever watched Joe Rogan, he's been one of my favorite to watch because he's an excellent interviewer. He's a good listener. He pays attention, and the conversation is always usually healthy. I love to watch healthy conversations. And number two reason where I learned something new. So number one, why is Candace the number one? She's very entertaining. Number two, you learn something new usually on every podcast because she usually doesn't stay with one topic. She goes to different popular topics and she has a perspective on them. Plus, she's a beautiful Black woman. I don't know, that might be number four. But I think she's attractive. Let's say she's an attractive Black woman, articulate. So depending on what you're looking for in YouTube videos, attractive, articulate, educational, entertaining, and number three, this may surprise some of you, there is a spiritual element to all of this popularity of a Black female. And if you take away, I hear my grandchildren calling me. If you take away, I don't know what they're doing. Excuse me, it's grandma interruption. Yes, who's there? Who's there? Hello? The grandmama. Who's there? I'm doing a show right now. Can you come back later? Oh, okay. Love you. Bye-bye. Okay, that's what happens. A real live moment. Grandchildren have showed up. Okay, so why is Candace Owens the number one global podcast? Now we're talking about millions. And it's not just Black people watching her. If she's global, I'm sure there's a variety of races and people and cultures watching Candace Owens because she gets millions every day. For me personally, I look at this Black woman who's articulate, entertaining, educational, and excuse me, the times we are in where patriarchal energy has to go. Let's go. Let's get rid of it. So my main reason I think she's number one is the energy in our universe is shifting. I don't know how many of you realize the energy is shifting. We've been in this deep, chaotic, third dimensional, unending wars, and dominated by male patriarchal energy. That's why. And if you missed my show on Sunday, I talked about how the time for us to look at a different calendar that was created, the Gregorian calendar that was created by popes and religious people that took 15 days out of the calendar and just settled on the Gregorian calendar. And they said, we're going to use this instrument instead of watching the moon, the suns, and the stars as a calendar, as a timepiece. They took all that away in 1518, I think, and put in a Gregorian calendar. And I said on Sunday, if you go watch that show, uh, that's why we have unending wars, all this violence. I saw a video yesterday, or I don't remember when, where there was a group of Black people. Unfortunately, Black fatigue is real. There's something in the food or the water or the drugs they're taking. And right now, the energy is high for Black fatigue. This video, I don't know if it was AI or not, but it was horrific. I was shocked. I had to turn off my computer. This woman picked up a bowling ball. Now, how many of you know what how heavy bowling balls are? I mean, that's, you got to find the right weight for the ball to go down the alley, and most times mine are in the gutter. This woman picked up a bowling ball and threw it at another woman and knocked her out. I saw that and I'm like, is this AI? I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. So I said all that to say there's chaos, insanity, like, woo, going on steroids right now. So Candace Owens shows up. I don't know how long she's been podcasting, but she's gotten the attention of one of my friends in Kentucky. She and I talk about Candace all the time because she just loves Candace. She would send me stuff about Candace. I'm like, okay, really? And I would watch it. But the energy, this is really, I think, about a new energy of female love, truth, and power coming forth. Candace Owens represents for us, think about this now, forget it, all right, the entertaining part, yes, attractive, yes, educational, yes, she's not perfect because and there's something about the Black men in YouTube who are really disdained about her. There's a few of them, not all of them. But every time I watch a few of the men who happen to be of darker color, oh, Candace Owens is horrible. Oh, look what she did now. She's crazy, blah, blah, blah. So if you know her, you probably have seen all the criticism, her on and on about Charlie Kirk, on and on about whatever TP, all these things, her topics. By the way, her husband is really strong in influencing how that her show is run. This is what she has revealed to many of us. But let's look at this purely as female energy. Now, many of you may know that from the beginning of time, it was the Garden of Eden. A Black woman, basically in Africa, was the mother of all human race. If you don't know that, do some study. It's there. It's so prevalent and so everywhere about the mother of all human race came from Africa. Let's just say, no, let's not talk about race. Just talk about the woman who started the whole birthing process, supposedly. Now, can be debated, was a woman, a female in Africa. And the Bible story about Eve and Adam, throw that out, forget it. Somebody made that up. There might be a lot of symbolism in that story about Adam and Eve, but the truth is, Eve, whose name there was another name. If somebody knows the other name, Kwame, if he's here, he would know the other name that they came up with. The original female mother energy that birthed the human race was in Africa, from Africa. So we look at Candace. We can look at Candace as symbolic, very symbolic of the Black female energy, or just plain female energy that is number one globally to look for truth. Because what my friends and I really enjoy about watching Candace is she's searching for truth. Every episode, she brings out from her teamwork. This woman always has a team backing her up. So she says her teamwork. She reads emails from the people who are listening to her. So her comments are always somewhat based on a collective energy of information that come to her. And then I myself usually go research. I don't take everything she says as truth, but turns out usually it's truth. And so I think what's happening globally is human beings, people are starting to see The need to search for truth. Why? Because we've been lied to so often, too long. Look at the month of December. Ah, Santa Claus and Christmas and Jesus, baby Jesus, and all the lies that we thought were true as children, they are now been revealed to be at least half truths, okay? But now, Candace is representing the rise of the female energy. She just happens to have dark melanin skin because that's where the power is in the female is melanin. Most women have melanin in them. They might be lighter skin like myself or pale skin, but most people have some melanin in their skin, in their blood. Candace is representing for us the need to rise in your power, ladies, women, and men, to rise in your female energy. If you have too much testosterone, if you've been beating up your wife and abusing and being aggressive, men, I'm talking men or women, this symbolism of Candace Owens being number one in the world, global, pay attention. It's a message for all of us to rise in our female energy. Now, if you don't know, Candace has birthed at least three children. I lost count. She, over the last probably 5 years, she's been pregnant at least 3 times. So there's something about women who are giving birth. Here we go, giving birth to new life. And they put themselves on display to tell you about it. Because she's had a journey with 3 pregnancies. She's talked about those pregnancies. And then somebody's taking care of the babies, I hope, because she continues to do these podcasts. Symbolism, just like the Bible, full of allegories, metaphors, and symbolism. This is an age, I believe, and feel free to comment if you feel differently. This is an age where we are transitioning from the thick chaos of third dimensional confusion, division, into a more peaceful lifestyle, peaceful existence on planet Earth. This transition period is chaotic, crazy, and a lot of people appear to be losing their minds. Why? They don't want to let go of this third dimensional physical reality. And this season we're going into right now, the materialism season, is just nerve-wracking for me sometimes when I look at how many people are buying things they want and not what they need. Spending money. So if we take this message that Candace Owens is #1 global podcaster, what we can do is rise in our female energy. Rise, #1. You become #1. I'm already #1 in my own little mind. I'm #1. I don't have 3 million views on my YouTube channel. I don't have, I barely have 300, I think, subscribers. I don't even keep track really. But when I watch someone on YouTube who inspires me, I usually want to I share their videos on my platform, because if they inspired me, they're going to inspire, hopefully, someone else. So if you're watching right now, I want you to take a minute to ask yourself, are you #1 in your life? Are you rising in your female power and energy? Because this is what the world needs right now. It's global. Being #1 global means you are the major person in your life who's going to inspire you, heal your body, teach you what you need to know, and you're the #1 person who's going to lift you up every morning. When you get up, look in that mirror and say, I am beautiful. Ooh, I love you. I love you. This is what Candace Owens #1 global podcaster means. That we, human beings, can look at her and say, wow, that is one powerful female. Do you want to be like her? Not necessarily. But I certainly want to have the confidence that she has. I want to have the secure mind that she has. And I want to continue to have the ability to search for truth, because that is one of the reasons I think millions of people are watching her. They recognize that she is searching for the truth, whether it's about Charlie Kirk or TBS USA or whatever. We recognize, those who are viewing her and who have subscribed, we recognize she's searching for the truth. How many of you are searching for the truth every day? Or are you just sitting back and taking CBS, NBC, ABC's views on everything and being content? Nah, we cannot afford to do that. That's why Candace is number one. She is inspired. She should be inspiring. And obviously she is. I think the light is shining brighter in a lot of human beings on planet Earth because of her. If 3.4 million are watching her or uploading her shows every day or whenever they're shown, you got to know something's happening in this planet. Now, I don't, this could change. She might be number 10 next month or next week, who knows? But her creativity is there. She's got a good team. Her spouse is backing her 100%. Obviously, the man is like running, from what she says, her spouse, she doesn't know how her husband does it running this show, her YouTube channel. Evidently, the husband is running in the background. How many of you women would like to have a husband just backing you up 100%, no arguments, no conflict? I don't know. Maybe they have conflict, but it's not showing. She seems to be running the whole show smoothly with all the support that she needs. So this is all to say for us. Even in the book Vegetable Soup for Women, there's male and female energy in this book that can help you see clearly the solutions that you need in your life. So let me put this book up again. You can get it at my as a cash app. Send me a cash app for $3.99. It's normally $8.99, but I'm offering every Wednesday for $3.99 for those of you who view my channel. Just send me a cash app and I'll send you the PDF. And we've had some really good reviews. I've been trying to get people on the show. So many people are so shy to come on and live on YouTube, but it's a collection of stories to nourish your body, mind. And I'm saying it was a divine energy that brought this book together. It was like, I don't know how it was done, but somehow it's needed. Just as it's time for Candace Owens to show up on the planet. Candace Owens is showing up at the right time because her strong female energy of beauty, of articulation, of searching for truth, and for entertaining. We can be entertaining and educational. In fact, Joe Rogan, he was number one for a while. Oh, got to push him out. Male energy, too much male energy. But if we're going to bring some peace back into the earth, in our societies, we need to raise the female energy, raise the female mind and thought energy, put it out there everywhere. If you're a YouTuber and you are a woman, shine your light. This is the time to make a difference. We can make a difference as females in the YouTube community if we are searching for truth. And it's clear, if we're entertaining, if we come out looking beautiful, because people want to be entertained with beauty. Okay, whatever. I do my best. And so this is where we are. And Vegetable Soup is here to help you on that journey. So don't let the flow end. Do not let the flow end. This is time for women and men to get your female male energy in balance, because I think a woman like Candace has put things pretty much in balance. If her husband's supporting her and she's got a team of people working for her to bring her to number one, and she acknowledged them on her podcast recently that we did it. It's usually a we, not I, but a we. So she includes her team as part of her success. Do you have a team? for your success that you're building? We all need to get a team. Now, my team is mostly spiritual. I have ancestors, I have angels, I have Facebook friends. Oh, my Facebook friends are fabuloso. Oh, my goodness. I am so grateful for my Facebook friends. I have weeded out the ones who were not conscious, and the ones I have send out messages every day that just I go, wow, that's great. Ooh, that I love that. That. So I wake up every morning looking forward to interacting with my Facebook friends. Thank you all out there. You are wonderful, and that's what we all should be doing: is discerning who is your community that is supporting you. Who's supporting you out there? Get rid of the ones who are vampires and who are narcissistic. Out, out, out. This is no time. There's no time for that. We women and men, if you have a female male balance, if you're too masculine, you're gonna get smacked down spiritually. I'm not saying by me, I would never smack men in my life. But spiritually, you're going to get smacked down if you're too overbearing or too, let's say, too soft, and you're not assertive enough to bring out your feminine royalty. Candace Owen is in my opinion, is a female queen right now, and she presents herself in a way that we can all, in my opinion, admire her. 3 babies she's given, brought into the world in the last few years, and she continues to search for truth. And that's what we need right now more than anything. Being keen, antennas up for truth with a capital T. That's what's going to move the patriarchal system out and bring in the more feminine, softer reign of power. So this is my show tonight. I didn't want to be too long. If you have any comments, Paul, I don't see any comments here. Oh, Susan Essential says hi. Jody Susan, check out Susan Essentials on YouTube and on. She has a great book out. If she's Jody, post your book if you are still here. The name of your book and where people can get it. But that's another thing. Now is the time to write your story. I don't think Candace has any books written. So if you are one who's been saying, okay, I need to write a book, I need to write a book, but you've been putting it off, now's the time. Now's the time. Especially if your book is going to bring some increase of female energy in the planet that will help us balance all this these unending wars and too much hate, too much criticism, and especially too much division. Okay, that's where we are in our society right now. We need more love, more compassion, and more meditation on how you go forward in this chaos. I mean, when I saw that bowling being thrown at the one, I was like, stay in my lane. What level? We thought it couldn't get any worse, but that to me was the height of craziness, throwing a bowling ball at somebody's head. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at, I've got a few comments here. Loved an image. Vegetable. Somebody said, no way she's the #1 global podcaster. Well, I just showed you that in case you missed it. I'll show it one more time because someone is saying, no way. Maybe they tuned in late. Let's see. I've got my ringer off. Time because someone is saying, no way. Maybe they. Okay. Let me just show that one more time in case some of you missed it. That the local, let's see. This is from Black Westchester. 3.6 million daily downloads. Candace Owens, #1 podcast in the world. And you can, media gatekeepers are finished. And let's see, what else does this say? She's done something mainstream media said couldn't be done. She beat them at their own game. Her self-titled podcast, CANDACE, has now been ranked number 1 in downloads and views, according to from Podscribe. The show averages a staggering 3.6 million downloads and views per episode, placing her ahead of long-established industry giants. And most of those were men. Remember, whether you agree with her politics or not, the numbers don't lie. Owens has built one of the largest independent media audiences in the world without a network, a newsroom, or corporate backing. That means something much bigger than just bragging rights. It signals that the old system of information control is collapsing. And this article goes on to say gatekeepers lost the keys, the billion-dollar networks got outworked. Authenticity is the new currency. The audience shift isn't about ideology, it's about trust. Candace Owens' success is less about being conservative and more about being consistent. That's what people respond to. A business model has flipped. This is the area of media sovereignty. The lessons for Black media are: she may not represent every voice in the Black community, but her success offers a blueprint that every independent outlet should study. She built her platform on consistency, authenticity, and independence, 3 things that don't require mainstream approval. And this magazine, evidently Black Westchester Magazine, is building on those same things. So the message is clear. Oh, it says, if a single creator can reach over 3 million people a day, imagine what happens when Black media moves in unison with that same energy and independence. The message is clear. The gatekeepers are finished, and the future belongs to whoever owns their voice. Wow, that's a nice article. So there you have it. The future is clear if you are authentic and use your voice to promote truth, authenticity, love, compassion, and wisdom. There you are. That's the message tonight. That Candace Owens is number 1 because she's authentic. People, millions of people, and as I said, she's not very popular among Black human beings, whatever. But worldwide, she's bringing a message of authenticity, truth, and strong female power. Gave birth to 3 babies while she was doing her podcast in the midst of all that. So thank you all for listening in tonight. That's all I have for you tonight. I want you to just think about becoming your greatest female part, whether you're male or female. Balance that energy and use it to change the world. We can do it. We need more female power, more female energy, so that we can stop these endless wars. It's time for that to go, because women are ready to, the younger women need to be learning how to have babies that don't have to go to war and come back with PTSD or anything else. So for all you out there, namaste, sat nam, ashe, ashe, oh, aho, aho, and shalom. Have a great evening. We'll see you on Friday. Have a special guest on Friday. Ooh, you got to hear her story. It's amazing that she recovered, but she's doing great things because of it. Shalom. Oops, there we go. Let me go back.